Jake Callum with the 5 months in a row. Thank you so much. One thing I learned here is if you come down to the FMC and you hold down the menu button, and then you get the, even though the plane's not on, you do get the PMDG setup. There we go.
Well. Talking about making
We
babies
gotta
already.
subscribe.
I just got here.
All right, so PMDG setup. We're gonna do state load. We're gonna do cold and dark, and I'm gonna hit execute. We're also gonna go to FS actions, and I'm gonna click on fuel. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a block fuel, just from the quick and dirty fuel planner. KSFO to KSLC. Block fuel is 55,870. We'll go ahead and pad that a little bit here because we'll be talking through our probably a lot through the startup. So we'll put in a block full fuel of 62,000. Thanks for the 15 months in a row, Marcus. Yeah, the donation. The train is real. We've already raised 42% of the goal for today, and a lot of really kind people. Yep, absolutely. Thank you for the modding. Appreciate that. Oh, Flyboy wants to say hello. Hello, Flyboy, Fly Girl, Right Girl. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for jumping in there. We're also going to do a payload. That looks like a fine payload. 6,000 forward, 7,000 aft, bulk 1182. All right, so now let's go up and see if that same sound. There's the Right Girl emote coming up. Why do you think it's making that noise? Oh, you know what? I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go to ground connections, and I'm going to request ground power. It's connecting the ground power. Oh, yep. The Marcus MMC says hello to Right Girl. We miss you guys. Alright, I'm still having the weird sound. External power coming on. I'm going to turn this down just a tad bit. So sound. Oh, it's down quite a bit actually.
I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
Lost my stepdad to cancer. Wish I could do more.
Homie Live US with the donation. Thank you for the dono. Homie Live, I appreciate that. All right, so our GPU is connected. We've connected the external power. We're going to go ahead and switch the standby power to auto. And park brake is down here. Oops, not the flaps. We're going to cycle the park brake. And we're also going to start the IRS alignment. Switch these over to nav. And after that, we'll come down here and we'll turn on the navigation lights to on. Come back up here to the top and we will arm the emergency exit lights. And we've been given a squawk code of 3213. Keith 2008 with the cheer bits. Thank you, Keith, for the bits. Okay, ATC is in there. We'll now come down to the FMC. We'll go FMC. We'll clear that.
I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
One day Marcus is going to smack somebody with a hockey stick for not reading charts.
Exactly.
All the best to Jill.
There you go. Doggo Doctor with the $10 dono. Thank you, Doggo. I appreciate that. Yes, I actually want to be struck by a hockey stick from Marcus because that would mean he would be in the same room as me. I do miss him. I'm looking forward to seeing you, Marcus, at Flight Sim Expo. It's going to be quite the time. If you guys are on the fence about Flight Sim Expo, I would just do it. Just go, because it's going to be a great time. All right, we got a GPS position here. We're going to go ahead and set that as the IRS position. Reference airport today will be Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar San Francisco. We'll go ahead and put the KSFO as the origin. And the destination will be Salt Lake City, KSLC. Runway today, I think they're taking off. I think they're taking off the ones. Your wife and I are as well. Yep, it's going to be a good time. I was just talking to.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
Thanks for running the donation, John. You all make me better.
Thank you, Joe Nurses. $10 dono from Joe Nurses, making us up to 55% of the goal. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, so I think we are going to take off from runway 1 left. Yep, so we'll do 1 left. We'll put that in the runway assignment. And we'll activate. Eyes on the sky will be there. Perfect. Perfect. Execute. Departures. Today, I think we're going to be doing maybe the Trunken 2. Gonna take a look at what the real world is doing. Maybe it's not the Trunken. No, let's take a look. According to IFR Flight Aware Flight Analyzer, the most popular lately has been the Trunken 2. Is it Mogi or Moji? Q124 Bonneville Watts 5. I think that'll work. Good morning, NV777. Adam's Flight Sim. Good morning. I think that's what we'll do. We'll do that one.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
Side by side.
We got another donation there from Sim Aviation Boy, $5. Thank you for the donation, taking us up to 57.5%. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So what we're going to do here. Yeah, you're ready to win the Mooney, Adam? Yeah. We're giving away several aircraft tomorrow. We're giving away an Aerobask aircraft, a Mooney, gift certificates, and we're also giving away, what was the fourth one? Oh, a month of Pilot Edge we're giving away, and a few other things, so it's going to be exciting. All right, I'm just going to quickly come over here to the Navigraph screen, and we're going to type in the flight plan here. So we're going to go Add New. Okay, we're going to be doing the SID. Okay, and then click Verify, and we'll go ahead and save that. Good morning, TPA. Good morning, D-Monies. D-Monies has made an amazing website for us. All right, so we're going to do the Trunkin 2 departure. We're going to fly out of San Francisco Bay Area, Q124 over to the Bonneville Salt Flats VOR, and then on into the Salt Lake area via the Watts 5 arrival. I can click on this little guy here, and that tells us where we are at present. So if we go over here and we open up the charts for San Francisco, we can bring up the taxi diagram, click on the airport info, bring up the chart. It'll also show us where we are. So we're over here at the cargo area. We're going to taxi down Bravo. I guess this is Zulu to Bravo. And then we'll take Bravo all the way down to one left. If we look at the star, we're going to bring up the the SID. The SID, it'll be the Trunkin 2 departure, so we click on that. And the Trunkin 2 departure basically has us making a little bit of a slight turnout to tie-dye and then to Trunkin. And then we're doing the Mogi transition, so we'll go up to Hype and then on our way up. NorCal is on 120.9er. And we've got a speed restriction. Do not exceed 210 knots until leaving 520 feet. So that's good there. Really digging the Navigraph. Back to the main scene. We'll go ahead and choose. Probably should resize that chat box because it's taken over. If I make the chat box that size, can you guys still read it? Let me know. All right, next page. Next page, Trunkin 2, Mogi. Oh, that's the other thing too, is if you don't win the Mooney, you can actually use the Johnfly discount code from now until Tuesday. So if you're purchasing the Mooney, go to the bottom and you can put in the discount code JOHNFLY, JONFLY, and I think you'll get a nice discount there. All right, one left. I know, I'm using P3D, can you believe it? Scrabman's here. A pro tip for you, it's Trunkin. Think the Grateful Dead. Okay, so Trunkin, not Trunkin 2, but Trunkin. Trunkin 2. Good information. All right, let's go to the routes page. We'll activate that. That's fine. Route takes us to Mogi, and we're going to put in Q124. And then after Q124, we're going to BVL. Bravo Victor Lima. And after BVL, we're going to do departures, arrivals. Actually, departures and arrivals. Execute that. SLC. Discount confirmed to be working. Oh, perfect. Thank you, B2. Trunkin like big rigs. Exactly. Okay. You asked your local airport for some job opportunities? I'd love to work at an airport. I really would. All right, we're going to do the Watts 34 Bravo. And we're going to do ILS 34 right. We'll go by a Fairfield. Execute that. Go over to the legs page. And we're looking for any discontinuities in the FMC. Everything looks good. All right, so we'll go to the init page. We'll put in the gross weight. Reserves today are 24. cost index, we're going to go high 80. We're only going to cruise though at 37 if it lets us. Yep, it's letting us. What's the code? It's JohnFly, and you get 15% off. Yep, now between now and Tuesday. So yeah, and there's a rumor that there's going to be a new. Well, I won't give it out, but there's a new variant of the Mooney coming out that I'll be testing. So I'm excited about that. You're still waiting for Garrett to figure out how he's going to set up my commute to KOFK to help him out. Yes, that would be. How far of a commute is that, Marcus? I'll have to come back to this video to learn the FMC's work. Very similar. The FMCs are very similar in the Boeings. Yeah, this would be similar to the Flight Factor 757, but not exact. Because there's probably a lot more in this one. Like, for example, I can, the PFPX flight planner, you could actually program your flight plan in PFPX, and then you can import all of the route into here, and then you can also talk to Active Sky and actually import your winds into this FMC. Wow, that's pretty amazing. All right, that's all good. Cruise CG. Yeah, that's good. So thrust limit. We'll do a D rate. I don't do D rates very often, but when I do 5%. Takeoff, flaps 10 instead of the normal 5 for me. So V1 will be 130, VR will be, the rotate speed will be 142, and V2 will be 160. Thrust limits, that all looks good. Which reminds me, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my MCP panel, so I'll bring up the second webcam. The MCP panel is up here. It's kind of far away, but you get the idea. And I'm going to run my program, my Git Polypot software, and let's see if it talks to the MCP Pro today. It's no rumor, it's official, said by Coop that the Acclaim will be a part of the package, and his latest statement was that 2.2, including the Acclaim, will be released this weekend probably. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, he was offering that to me to test, and so I'm excited to try that. It's about 100 miles from you. That would be... Well, you could just ask if you could borrow the, like an R22 or something. Or a Piper, or a Cessna, and fly in for your commute. All right, we're letting the GoFlight interface tool make... Oh, there it is. You can, well, you can't really see it very well, but I've got heading, Mach, altitude, everything's set up there. So that's perfect. Okay, so the FMC is set up. What you typically do in this plane, from what I understand, is that you set your takeoff speed to V2. So I'm going to reach down here. I'll get the MCP view, and I'm going to, as you can see here, I'm rotating the speed knob down to 160. So the speed is set. The other thing I want to do is I want to set my trim. Right here it's going to show trim here, 22%. So 5.4 on the trim wheel. So we'll go down here and we'll set 5.4 is about right there. Come up here and we'll turn the APU on. Hold down on start. Turn some sounds back on. V2 plus 20. Okay, let's do that then. V2 plus 20. I was watching a YouTube video, and I think 2 different people were setting they were setting the it to the V2, but I'll take your word for it, because it seems like to me it'd be safer to be at 180 probably. Thank you, Andy. Welcome. So V2 is set to 180. APU is spooling up. We can click the status page here, and yep, we can confirm APU spinning up. N1, N2, come up here. APU gens are available, so we'll turn those on. And normally we'd turn the packs on, but we're going to be starting the engines really soon, so I'll just leave that on for the time being. We'll go back here to menu. We'll go to FS actions, ground connections. We'll disconnect the ground power. Chili Willies is here. We got people that can help me out. Between Andy and Chili and others, I am good to go on this bird. Congratulations to Chili Willies. As you can see, he now has a purple check mark next to his name, and he made partner. So, long time coming. Congratulations to Chili Willies. Let's see. We disconnected the GPU. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to set my fuel pump here to aux on that one. We're going to turn the others to auto. The hydraulics. You leave that fourth one on aux, I guess, to have some ability to taxi, I believe. Yeah. Alright, fuel pump, main 1, aft and forward coming on to main 3, not override, but main, and fourth main. So fuel pumps are on, packs are off. Alright, so here's my first question of the day. Thanks, John. I appreciate this. The community is great. I look forward to Vegas. Lots of good things to come. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yes, please feed your children, Marcus. Yes. Talk to you soon. All right. So for those of you just joining, we're doing a benefit for Marcus MMC's sister-in-law. And the gold there is below. We've already raised $115, 57.5% for her. Really amazing community. All right, so my question is, when I turn on my beacon light for engine start and pushback, do I go lower beacon or both on the beacon? Do I do lower beacon or both? I would assume both, so just confirm that for me. Well, just plan on going, Adam. Go to Vegas. Yeah, Bam, you definitely are supposed to feed them. Definitely. And sometimes you gotta make them take baths. You go both? Okay, thanks, Andy. Alright, passenger signs. I noticed that the passenger signs are down here on the lower console, so seatbelt set to auto. Both for beacon and nav? Question mark? That's good. Okay, so that's a question mark. Both typically eyes? Okay. Alright, so I noticed that there is auto brake down here on the lower pedestal, but correct me if I'm wrong, but is there auto brake up here below the PFD on some variants? Is it just the freighter that has the auto brake down here on the lower pedestal? Because it seems like I saw in a video that someone had the auto brake up here below the PFD. Tug driver will know when you're ready. Okay, both. Okay, cool. Prozac's here. Real world jet pilot Prozac. Good morning. Alright, so let's close the doors. So we'll go here to return. Doors. I think they're already closed, aren't they? If that says open, I think they are closed. Yep. Alright, now we'll remove the chocks. Ground connections, remove the chocks. I think so. Freighter has auto brake down there. Okay, different variants. Alright, good to know. Alright, let's release the parking brake, which it's now released. It was before. And we're going to do pushback. I don't have GSX, and I'm actually looking for maybe some arguments as to why I should get GSX. I hear there's a few problems with GSX, but it is kind of cool to have some of the catering, etc. Oh, we got a subscribe. Mark84 with the subscribe. Thank you for the support. This pushback will be brought to you by Mark84. I'm thinking.
We gotta subscribe.
I'm thinking I can do just the default pushback, which is 265.
Cockpit to ground.
We gotta subscribe.
Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start tail straight out.
We gotta subscribe.
Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Release the
There's-
brakes, please.
Release the brakes. There are
We gotta
multiple pages of doors there.
subscribe.
Okay. I guess for the cargo doors and everything. Spreading the subs around. Nice. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Brakes released. Here we go.
Brakes released. This pushback again is brought to you by Mark 84. Wrong sim. I know, sold out. I know. Something's very wrong. Do not crash. That's a good tip. That is a good tip. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think sold out. Did you uninstall P3D, or was that just a? I'm doing well. Yep. I'm doing my. I have an emote for this. I'm doing my P3D 18% of the time. Although I've really only the last month or the last 6-8 weeks, I've only done it about 3% of the time. Like most add-ons, GSX is good but can be problematic. Okay.
Pushback complete. Parking brake set.
You thought that you were still sleeping? I know. Is there a decent 747 in X-Plane? I haven't. The default 747 is not all that great. I haven't tried any others, so I really can't comment. You did install. You had to make space for ortho. Well, I think that's a good choice. I'm lucky. I have room for both sims. Is it the Caronado? No, no, boy. It's the AFM. AFM. In fact, I'll post a link. So again, anyone that wants to buy the Mooney, you can get it for 15% off if you use the John Fly discount code. You have to go to the link I just posted in the chat. And then the other thing, the very important part is you have to come down here to see the enter promotional code. So the normal price is $37.95 for the M20 collection. It's many variants of the Mooney, G1000, Gauge, all that. Anyway, so if you come down here and hit enter promotional code, and you type in John Fly, and then you hit apply, all of a sudden the price is 15% less. So that's now till Tuesday, I believe. Yep, there's the code. The SSG 747 is okay, says Iowa Scotsman. Okay. Lack of knowledge shouldn't discourage you from making comments about a product. That's true. That's true. I should take that into consideration. All right. Normally we do the pushback, startup of engines during the pushback. I'm going to pull these knobs 3 and 4, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to put this fuel control to run. What was that noise? Was that normal? Did I do something wrong? Maybe I'm okay. Was that normal, that sound? Okay, I think my engines are starting. Yeah, I wish Coop would add 15% for adding an H to that code. It's true. All right, Andy. Thanks for jumping in there. Catch you soon. If you guys are looking for a nice stream, definitely click on Andy S. King. Give him a follow if you're not already following. Many of you are, I'm sure. You think you're going to buy the Rotate MD-80? Nader here, I have a question. Are you happy that I'm in the P3D today? The SSI 747 for X-Plane is just fine, so the buttons... oh, the SSG. Yeah. But you didn't spend 100... Yeah, I did spend 140 for this, but it came in the form of a donation, so... So this M20, yes, this you have to go to that website that I posted, Adam. Yeah. Last words on the CVR was, "What's that noise? Was that normal?" P3D's been upsetting you lately? Uh-oh, that's not good. All right, so let's start number 2 and 1 and do the fuel control here. It's nice that you don't have to wait for a certain percentage to add the fuel. It's just kind of automatic, and I guess there's a button up here that does the automation of the engine start. Yeah, right here. Is that it right there? Auto start, as long as that's on. Spooling up. X-Plane 11 convert, yeah. Will I be getting the Rotate MD-11? No, I won't. Ah! I guess I shouldn't say that. I guess...
We got a subscribe.
Shadow Sneaker with the subscribe, 4 months. 4 months. It's no secret that I'm not a big fan of the MDs, the McDonnell Douglas planes. So, but you know what?
We got a subscribe.
Maybe I could get some MD-11 expert to join me on voice Discord and walk me through that plane. Might be kind of fun. I guess I won't say never. You fly the snack out of the SSG 748. I should maybe try the SSG 748. All right, there's the engine start up. We'll go ahead and turn off the APU. And we'll also turn off the APU bleed. Turn the fourth hydraulic pump to auto. We'll turn the air conditioning on so the passengers can get quite cozy. We'll also come down to the loader pedestal and we'll set RTO on the auto brake. And we're going to go flaps 10. So there's flaps 10. And then I'm also going to turn on, I'm going to come up here to the hardware panel, as you can see in the second webcam. I'm going to flip the switch for the flight director on the captain's side, flight director on the first officer side, and I guess I turn on the auto throttle, although should I wait to turn on the auto throttle? What do you guys think? By the way, Bam Mike Foxtrot and Prozac 919, we had a C-17 Globe Master fly into Salt Lake City yesterday. It was pretty cool. Till runway holding point. You put the... Oh, so you... Okay, so I know that in the 737, I don't arm the auto throttle, but some people are arming the auto throttle at the gate. So, do we know for sure? What do we think? Sold at? I can turn it off. I guess it really doesn't matter. Uh-oh. What's that noise? It does say fuel override. It wants me to do override, so he must have an imbalance. And then, of course, auto throttle disconnect. Is there a way to clear the messages? I wonder. There's that noise again. Alright, let's spool up. I don't know how to fly this plane very well. Don't ever admit that on stream. How do you donate? You can click the donation link in the profile below if you want to. All right. Oh, it's got the differential brakes on. Tap the brakes and that'll take that off. There we go.